Good evening, good evening. Thank you very much for listening. I want to say a very nice word on the Megillah. Purim coming up in a couple of days. One of the most dramatic, strong parts of the Megillah I always felt was when Mordechai realizes and hears about the Gzeira, and he has to go and do whatever he can. So he sends a message to Ester Malka and tells Esther she should go talk to the king on the behalf of the Jewish people. And she sends him back a very powerful answer. I don't know, I haven't been there, king didn't call me in 30 days, and they say all kinds of things. If you go in, he doesn't hold out the golden scepter, there's all kinds of tsaros. I don't know. Anyway, he sends back there a very strong message. He says, very powerful. Al tidami b'nafshich li'molit beis hamelech v'kol Yehuda. Don't think that you'll be able to escape into the king's house for the fate of the Jewish people. Because if you will be quiet in this time and you will not go and fight on the behalf of the Jewish people, a salvation and help will come to the Jewish people from a different place. And then he adds on the last thing, it says, but you and your father's house will be destroyed, will be lost forever. So the question is over here, first of all, it's very fascinating to me just on a personal note. When he was talking to this message, he didn't just say, be quiet this time. The next words out of his mouth weren't, we're all going to die. The next word, he said, don't worry, the Yeshua, the salvation is definitely going to come. You have a chance it can come through you. Not through you, it'll definitely come from somewhere else. What do you mean when he said, and you and your father's house will be lost? So perhaps we have to look at, what everyone asks ourselves all throughout life. How did we get here? How are we at this place right now? I myself know many Friday nights, 3 o'clock in the morning, I wake up on my couch thinking, how did I get here? I have no idea. But really, how do we get to the story of Purim? And really, we have to go back, if we're able to even point the finger. Let's take a look at Shaul HaMelech. Shaul HaMelech was given the commandment to destroy and wipe out all of Amalek. Men, women, and children, and all the animals. And we just had Parashat Zachor, and Parashat Zachor always comes out before Purim, and that's because we know that Haman HaRasha is a direct descendant from Amalek. So what Shaul HaMelech did was, he actually killed everyone out, but he left the king, Agag, he left him alive. Somehow, that night that he left him alive, Agag was together with a woman, and out of that union, eventually came out, the descendant of it came out Haman HaRasha. That's what we call him, Haman HaAgogi, Haman from Agag. So if we had to point a finger at how we get here to this Gezer with Haman, perhaps Shaul HaMelech might have been the one who kind of instigated the whole story of Purim. Now we also know that a real good question can be asked, that we know that Ester Malka was a Yesoma. She was an orphan. She didn't have a father's house. So again, what do you mean, Atu Beis Avich, you in your father's house? We know in the beginning of the Megillah, we know that it tells us about the lineage of Ish Yehudi, about Mordechai Tzaddik. It says Ish Yemini. He was a man from the tribe of Binyamin. Since Esther was related to him, Esther also was from Shevet Binyamin. Shaul HaMelech, who did this, was also from Shevet Binyamin. Turns out he was hinting to her, he was hinting to Esther, you have a chance now to wipe clean this Aveira that your ancestor Shaul HaMelech instigated. It's true, the Yeshua, the salvation can come from somebody else, but you should be the one to clean up this Aveira once and for all, and if you will go speak on his behalf, on the behalf of the Klal Yisrael, then therefore that will wipe away the sin of Shaul HaMelech, who left Agag alive. And that is what he meant when he said, the Atu Beis Avich Tevedu, you and your father's house will be destroyed, means how else will this sin of Shaul HaMelech ever come clean if not through you? Thank you very much. Have a wonderful night.